Dear students of 10th standard, very pleasant morning. Once again, welcome back to the biology class. We are discussing unit number 13, structural organization of animals. Today we are going to learn excretory system, reproductive system, and parasitic adaptations of leech. Now let us see the excretory system of leech. In leech, excretion takes place by segmentally arranged paired tubules called nephridia. Here you can see a single nephridium. Okay, singular is a nephridium, plural form is the nephridia. Okay, leech contains how many nephridia? 17 pairs of nephridia. Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Totally 17 pairs of nephridia are there in leech acting as a excretory organ. These nephridia open outside through minute pores called nephridiopores. The nephridiopores are arranged from 6th to 22nd segments. You got it? Now let us see the reproductive system of leech. Leech is a hermaphrodite animal. What is hermaphrodite animal? Both. That means both male sex organ as well as female sex organs are found in the same animal is called what? Hermaphrodite. So here the blue color circles are the male reproductive structure. The coiled structure is called the female reproductive structure. So both are found in the same animal. That is why leech is a hermaphrodite. Okay, first let us see the male reproductive structure. Okay, there are 11 pairs of testes. Here you can see, okay, like a spherical structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they are the testes. How many pairs? Okay, 11 pairs. Here you can see one pair. Here one pair. Okay, second pair, third pair, like this. 11 pairs of testes are there. Okay, they are found from 12th segment. This is the 12th segment. Okay, 12, then 13, 14, like this. Okay, up to 22nd segments, totally 11 pairs of testes are there. You got it? They are in the form of spherical sacs called testis sacs. Okay, testis sacs. From each testis arises a short duct called vas efferens. Okay, which join with the vas deferens. The vas deferens becomes convoluted to form the epididymis. Epididymis is also called sperm vesicle. Okay, this epididymis is used to store spermatozoa. Spermatozoa is the male gamete sperms. The epididymis leads to a short duct. Duct means nothing but tube. Duct called ejaculatory duct. The ejaculatory ducts on both the sides join to form the genital atrium. Okay, then the genital atrium consists of two regions. They are prostate glands and pineal sac. Got it? The pineal sac consists of penis that opens through the male genital pore. Male genital pore is in 10th segment. Okay, you got it? Testis, vas efferens, epididymis, ejaculatory duct, genital atrium, prostate gland, and externally opening, that is the penis opens outside through the male genital pore. The male genital pore is found in the 10th segment. Okay, now let us see the female reproductive system. But once again here you can see, okay, the oval shaped structure are the male reproductive system. This is a female reproductive system. Okay, so now we are going to discuss only the female reproductive system. Female reproductive system consists of three parts. They are ovary, a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviducts, and a vagina. Okay, the female reproductive organ. You got it? It is found in the 11th segment. Okay, each ovary is a coiled ribbon shaped structure. Here you can see a coiled structure, both the sides. See, coiled structure, coiled ribbon shaped structure. The ovary are used to produce the ova. Okay, from each ovary runs a short oviduct. Okay, it will be joined here. Okay, a small oviduct. Okay, then the oviducts of two sides join together to form a common oviduct. The common oviduct opens into a pear-shaped vagina. Okay, it will be near the genital pore, female genital pore, which lies mid-ventrally in the posterior part of the 11th segment. You got it? So now let us see the development of the leech. How the young leech is developing and where it is developing. Now let us see. Okay, in leech the fertilization is internal. Internal means you know that the fertilization takes place inside the body. You got it? This is followed by cocoon formation. Here what will form? The cocoon will be formed. Okay. It is in the clitella region. Clitella region is found in the 9th, 10th and 11th segment. There the cocoon will form. The cocoon's another name is called egg case. Why means here the eggs are stored. The embryo will develop. You got it? So fertilization is internal. Okay. Then this is followed by the cocoon. After fertilization what will form? Cocoon will form. Cocoon is also called egg case. This is formed in the region of 9th, 10th and 11th segment. You got it? Then the development is direct. Okay, what is the meaning of direct? The young leech resembles the adult. Okay, that is called what? Direct. Development is direct and proceeds in the cocoon. That means it occurs in the cocoon, which contain 1 to 24 embryos. In this cocoon, how many embryos will be there? 1 to 24 embryos. The young ones are there. You got it? So this is a developmental process. Fertilization is internal. Okay, then cocoon formation. Cocoon is formed in the 9th, 10th, 11th segment. Okay, and then the egg case contain 1 to 24 embryos. Okay, then it is a direct development. The development method is called direct development method. That is, the young one resembles the adult while growing stage. So next let us see the parasitic adaptations. Actually here you can see the embryos. Okay, embryos released from the cocoon. Here you can see. Got it? So then let us see the parasitic adaptations. Already we know that it is a ectoparasite and sanguivorous. The leech sucks the blood. So for sucking the blood and to live as a parasite, it consists of lot of parasitic adaptations. Now let us see one by one. Okay, it sucks the blood by the pharynx. You know the pharynx, after the buccal cavity there is a small tube that is called pharynx. The leech sucks the blood by pharynx, and anterior and posterior ends of the body are provided with suckers. Here you can see the suckers. Okay, and anterior sucker, okay, and posterior sucker. This is for attachment. You know that, by which the animal attaches itself to the body of the host. You got it? By the anterior and posterior sucker it attaches with the host. Then it makes a Y-shaped wound on the host animal by the 3 jaws in the mouth. Here you can see, okay, three jaws, okay, through which it makes a Y-shaped wound on the host. Okay, first thing it sucks the blood by pharynx, then anterior sucker, posterior sucker used for attachment, then the 3 jaws makes a Y-shaped wound, and then the salivary gland produces an enzyme called hirudin. Actually it's an anticoagulant. It's not an enzyme, it is a substance, okay, anticoagulant substance, that is called hirudin. What it will do? It prevents the coagulation of blood, that is clotting of the blood, so that the leech can suck the blood continuously. So there will be a continuous flow of blood is there while sucking. Okay, so that substance is called hirudin. You got it? So the next is there are projections on the body. They are called as, here you can see the, okay, parapodia. This is called parapodia, and here you can see the setae. Okay, these are the setae. Actually they are found in the annelid worms, but this parapodia and setae are absent in the leech. as a parasitic adaptations. Okay, and then the sucked blood is stored in the crop. Okay, and there is no elaborate digestive system, and there is no secretion of digestive enzymes, as already it absorbs the, okay, blood contains all the nutrient, that's why no digestive system and enzyme production. Got it? So these are the adaptations of leech. You got it? So in the next class we will see the external morphology of rabbit. Thank you. Have a nice day.